Ross.
Ricky. Oh, talk to me.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Rose.
Are you ready for some Ange ball? Champagne football is back, fam.
Yes, family. Talk to me. Talk to me nicely. Hey.
Hey, oh my God. I mean, who had a bad game? I can't say anybody had a bad game. Guys had started out a little slow.
I was going to say skip. I was like, oh, is that what it was even on?
Yeah, the guys at the bench, we can say that.
Did you not think there's a couple players' performances could have improved?
Yeah, I mean, Richie, Kulu.
Yeah.
But they did other things.
Yes,
they played team ball.
Yeah.
Richie kept making the runs in the box. Kulu had some troubles. He kept cutting in, and I'm going, "No, why are you cutting in, man? Stay wide." But he started getting balls into the box. In that second half. Second half FC. We still keeping that proud tradition going on. But oh my God, it's just it was just so incredible. And man, Pape Matta, Starboy. Oh my God. That kid is something special. I mean, I could tell, you could see a little bit, but I mean, under Ange, man, he is just bossing it. And my neighbors probably thought I was being killed when he scored that goal.
Yeah. What do you think of the whole issue with Son being captain? Is that a thing for you, or do you think he deserves to be captain still? Does that need to be swapped around? What are your thoughts on Son today?
Absolutely. I mean, he definitely should be captain. He's been here. He stayed here. I mean, he didn't go off to some farmer league and chase cheap trophies, did he? I had to say that. But no, that's great. He deserves it. He's been here. He's been Spurs all the way. And adjustment. It's an adjustment for everybody, for a lot of these guys. He's not used to playing out so far wide. And he did bring him in the middle, and he did do better. But I read a stat somewhere where he created like 4 chances or something like that today. So, I mean, he was doing the little things. He's doing the other thing. The goals will come. As I say, I never worry about Sonny. Form is temporary, class is permanent. Sonny's going to find a way. Sonny's going to find a way. I never am worried about him.
Oh, Sonny. Just a quick one. You going to come in? Oh, yeah. No, just a quick one. Anthony did hit the bar. And also, there was a few other chances that if they had scored, it could have been a different conversation. Is there anything that you think worries you about teams like maybe Liverpool that might be a little bit more ruthless in that final third? Because Man United did look toothless. They did look like they were missing a centre forward, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Yeah. But is there any cause for concern in that defensive lineup? Considering they had more shots on target and they had more shots, just to bring a bit of levelness to the conversation.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I mean, a little bit. Again, it's a new system. These guys are used to sitting in a low block, not being up on the high back line. So, transitioning to that, there's going to be some times where it's going to happen, unfortunately, when they're learning the system. But hey, they didn't go in, so that's all that counts. But yes, against teams that have more of an attack, more guys that are ruthless and finishers that'll make you pay for that, yeah, you're going to have to tighten those things up. But unfortunately, I don't think we play Liverpool for a bit, so we've got a little time. But I'm not
got a few more games.
Got a few more games. Yeah, there we go. Not too concerned about that. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just part of learning a new system.
I wanted to get your opinion on VDV. Obviously, home debut today was probably quite solid last week. A lot of people agreed, even though he scored the own goal. But what did you make of him today?
Oh man, I think he did great. I think he did really well.
Straight, simple.
Yeah,
I love it.
So many guys. Yeah.
So, as a back four unit, how did you think they performed? Obviously, kept a clean sheet. Apart from the first 20 minutes when Man United had a few chances, there wasn't really much created. Was that down to the way they had their shape? Were they getting used to the way Ange wants them to be?
Yeah, definitely was. I mean, they held strong. Again, clean sheet. You can't argue with that. But Van de Ven, I mean, like I said, all these new guys that are coming in. I mean, when's the last time we had new guys coming in that come right in and contribute right away? We're usually going, oh, what's up with this guy, that guy, and it's just nice to have a couple of center backs that we don't really worry about. Not Turnstile Dyer in there, and those guys like that. So it's great. No, I think they're coming along well. I think there's going to be some slips and trips along the way, but like I said, that's part of learning a new system.
Just a quick one. Controversial time. I'm going to throw out there. Obviously, our boy, Big Papa, Matt SARR, done his thing. But the likes of Skip, kind of meaty. Do you keep or sell Skip, Oliver Skip? What do you do with him? Is he good enough for this and system? Is he wasting a space? Is he the weakest link? Talk to me, Ross.
The weakest link. I think he's got a spot in the squad. I mean, he's a young guy. He's fully Spurs. Came up through the academy, homegrown. You love that. But we'll have to see. Time will tell. I mean, as a squad player, yeah, I think he can provide some depth in midfield. I mean, he hasn't been terrible. But again, like everyone else, he's adjusting. But we'll see. I mean, if it just shows that he just isn't really able to adapt and do it, then maybe we have to do that. But I think there's a spot for him. I do. Because look at all the teams that win cups. They all have depth. Your cities, your Liverpools. That you need that squad depth.
So you're saying Skip's the depth that we need, right?
Yeah, I would say at this stage, yes. It's still real early I would think, to make a call on that.
I respect it. Your comment is your comment. Your opinion is your opinion. I love it.
Next game. Who plays right back? Poro or Royale?
Go.
Ooh. I'm going to say... I don't know. I think, I could say, they both did well. And Poro, had a few miscues early on.
Yeah,
but I would honestly feel a little bit better with Royal in there because he is a better defender. But Poro can give us a lot going forward. I mean, he almost had that amazing shot, man. If that thing would have been a little lower, that would have been like Puskas Award candidate right there, man. I mean,
bang of a shot.
Yep.
So, what's your expectations for the rest of the season, Ross? That's 2 games now. We've had 1 home, 1 away. Are your expectations still the same as 2 weeks ago, or are you starting to get a little bit excited?
I'm starting to get. I'm getting a little bit excited. I mean, how can you not after that performance and after what we've had to go through? But we also have to keep it in perspective. We got a lot of football to play, a lot of long way to go. But we have some advantages, like not being in Europe. We don't have that crowded fixture list anymore. We're not going to go play in some Soviet area stadium on a Thursday night. I think we might sneak into European football, I think, if everything goes well. I would not be surprised at that. But again, we have to remember early days, new system, and, it's not going to be real predictable right away.
Any last words from you, Ross, before we let you go?
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.